Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living, and today I'm going to be showing you how to cook some pinto beans that have been stored in our long-term storage buckets. These beans are 6.5 years old, so we're going to see if they turn out good. If you watched my video that I posted yesterday, I opened up the bucket and got all the items out, and this is the bag of pinto beans. This is 1 pound of pinto beans that was stored in May of 2013. So I'm going to open this bag up now. Let me turn the camera down where you can see it better. I'm going to cut this Mylar bag open. Now these Mylar bags were designed, they have a seal on them that you can squeeze together like a Ziploc seal, and then you also seal them with your heat source. So I'm going to cut it open. Okay, I'm going to have to cut it a little deeper than that. Okay, and if I can get my fingers in there. Okay, got it opened up. And there's the little oxygen absorber that was in there. And the beans smell fine. And they look fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the way we always prepare beans, I like to wash them and clean them real good. And then I'm going to soak them for several hours before I cook them. So let me do those steps and I'll be back with you when we get ready to cook them. Okay, I've got the pinto beans washed and rinsed off real good. I put them in a plastic bowl with plenty of water. I'm going to cover them up and seal them and let them sit overnight. And then tomorrow cook these pinto beans in the crock pot. Okay, I got everything packed back inside the 5-gallon bucket except for the rice and the beans that we took out. And I'm going to put back the paperwork, and I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to seal this bucket up and maybe let this bucket go for a couple more years before we look at it again. But for right now, this is going to stay in our long-term storage. Okay everyone, I'm back. This is early in the morning. The beans have been soaking all night long in this water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here and rinse them off real good. And then I'm going to put them in the crock pot and start them up cooking. Okay, I've got my beans rinsed off real good. I like to actually rinse them twice and drain them. So now I'm going to put them in the crock pot. And I want to mention one more time, now these beans was in storage for 6.5 years. And I've never tried to cook beans that's been in storage that long. So we're going to cook them and see how they turn out. Now, if I had the time today to watch them, I would just cook them in a boiler on top of the oven, and they would get done a whole lot quicker. But we're going to be going off most of the day, so I'm going to put them in the crock pot, let them cook this afternoon, and we'll see how they turn out. Okay, I'm going to add some water to it. I just want to cover them maybe about 1 inch deep in water. I've got a little ham that was left over from Thanksgiving, so we chopped that up real good. So I add some ham to it. I'm going to add 1 spoonful of bacon grease to it. Okay, and then I'm going to put about a spoonful of salt in there also. Okay, and then I've got this is about 1/2 of an onion, just adding a few things to it for just a little seasoning to give it a little taste. When we cook beans normally, this is what we would do normally. Give them a quick little stir just to be sure everything's mixed in good. Okay, I'm going to turn it on high and let it start cooking, and we'll let these cook for about probably 6 to 8 hours total. So when they get through cooking, I'll bring you back and show you how they turn out. Okay, the beans have been cooking for 4 hours on high. I'm just going to give them a good little stir, and I can tell they're definitely not done, but we'll let them continue to cook. Marie says I'm not supposed to open the beans up, but I don't mind opening them up, stirring them, close them back up. Be back with you soon here. Okay, the beans have been cooking for a total of 8 hours. And I just checked a couple of the beans, and they're not quite done yet. It's probably going to take at least 2 more hours before they'll be done. So this may be one of the drawbacks of having stored beans that's been stored for a long time. It's going to require cooking them longer than normal to be able to eat them. But I'm going to let these continue to cook, and I'll come back probably in 2 more hours and check them and see if they're done by then. I have tasted them. They tasted okay, but they're just not quite soft like you want them to be to enjoy them. Okay, these beans have been cooking for just a little over 10 hours. They are on high right now. Part of the time they were cooking on low, but I'm going to check them and see if they are finally done. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is turn them off and unlock them. Okay, they are very hot, so I'm going to have to probably let them cool for just a few minutes. If you can see, the side of the crock pot is all cooked up real good. Marie told me, said, Calvin, you're going to have fun clean this one. Said, I'm going to let you have it. Okay, just a quick little insert here to let everyone know that I cleaned the crock pot up for Marie, got it all washed and dried, and I'll store it back on the shelf for her. Okay. Okay, let me get me a little bowl full of them here. Okay, they are extremely hot, but I'm going to take out just a couple of them and lay them in this other bowl here. And hopefully the camera can see that, but as you can see, they do mash good. Okay. It's going to be a little too hot to taste, but I'm going to get just a couple of them and do a taste on them right quick. Let me get Marie to hold the camera for me. Let me cool these off just a second. Okay, let me try them. Okay, they do taste very good. They probably could stand to be cooked for maybe just another hour. Let me try one more bite of these. Okay, they taste very good. No complaints with the taste. They're not quite as soft as what I'm used to, but they may need to cook for just a little bit longer. But they've been cooking for over 10 hours now. And so I guess this will be a lesson that we will learn. If you ever have to live through a situation where the whole world's in a shift type situation, and you have to cook food that's been storage for a lot of years, we better plan on cooking it for longer than what we normally would cook our food if it was fresh. But anyway, I just hope that this video will help everyone out, and I hope it gives you some good information that you can use. Hopefully we'll never have to live through that situation, But if it ever does happen, I hope you've got some food stored away that you can fall back on, even if you have to cook it longer than normal. So anyway, everyone have a great day and see you on next video.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here